yo. Yo.
There's Team Extreme and their classic stand-up cigarette. Big power, big drive in this boat all the way from Maryland. It's a 35-foot cigarette Mistress built in 1988. Cancun Cantina, Turkey Point Marina, and Mona are sponsors aboard. Powered by a pair of 1,100 horsepower Cobra inboards. Todd Harper is the owner and throttle man. Billy Whitmore is the driver. Scott Church and Mike Young share navigation duties. Chris Young is part of the crew. Very strong running team, been put together for many years. Normally see them at the races in Maryland. Kind of a surprise to see them here in St. Clair, but great to have them on the race course in their classic cigarette. Team Extreme, Cancun Cantina, Turkey Point Marina. You can hear the motors. Sounds like they're bouncing off the limiters there a little bit, or having a little bit of backfire, but still running strong here in this big cigarette for flat waters. 221, Team Extreme. You can hear the big hum of those blower motors, the 1,100 horsepower Cobra motors. Billy Whitmore at the wheel, Todd Harper on the throttle. Doing a great job, Team Extreme. Extreme looking like they're having a little bit of trouble right now in their big cigarette. Go on board with Team Extreme right here. 35-foot cigarette Mistress, sponsored by Cancun Cantina, Turkey Point Marina, and Mona. Todd Harper is the owner and throttle man. Billy Wetmore is the driver. The navigators are Scott Church and Mike Young. Chris Young is the crew. All this team from Maryland, powered by a pair of 1,100 horsepower Cobra inboards, with a 35-foot cigarette Mistress built in 1988. Coming down now on Team Extreme, P221, Billy Wetmore, Todd Harper and crew in their 35-foot cigarette Mistress, based out of Maryland. Powered by a pair of big CNG Cobra motors. Cobra power in this 35-foot cigarette. Cancun Cantina and Turkey Point Marina sponsors aboard Team Extreme. This team been around for many years competing in offshore racing. They do a lot of divisional racing in Maryland, but they've been to many races all over the country with the OPA all season long. Great to have them as part of the OPA Tour in 2007. Cancun Cantina Extreme Racing. Other sponsors include Turkey Point Marina and Mona. On board with Team Extreme, Todd Harper, Billy Wetmore, and crew. Team Extreme coming into the corner there. You can see a couple of Extreme class boats sliding by on the inside here. Team Extreme 221, sponsored by Cancun Cantina, Mona, and Turkey Point Marina. Billy Wetmore, Todd Harper, and crew. Taking a little flyer right there in their 35-foot cigarette powered by Cobra Power. This team from Maryland doing a great job. Generation Super V boat with the 525s and the Dragon, and the old A-class boat with the twin small blocks and the Sabre at the green flag. Let's see who takes the advantage. Definitely the big blower motors not showing any quarter right there as they put the throttles down. The team out of Maryland. This is flat, calm conditions for these guys in their 35-foot Cigarette Mistress twin 1100 horsepower inboards built by Cobra Marine. But quickly pulling back alongside is You're in Command with Gino Marone and Jim Anselmo. These boats coming together to squeeze the Hometown Mortgage just a little bit. This 1988 35-foot Cigarette, sponsored by Cancun Cantina, Turkey Point Marina, and Mona. Todd Harper is the owner and throttleman. Billy Wetmore is the driver. Scott Church and Mike Young are the navigators. Chris Young is the crew. Heading down the first straightaway towards turn one, Team Extreme, You're in Command, and Hometown Mortgage with Team Kansas slightly back a little bit in their Class 5 boat, moved up to Class 3 for the day. Heading into turn one, Jim Anselmo holding the throttles down, Gino Marone at the wheel of the Dragon, wheeling around the course. We'll see who comes out of turns 1 and 2 with the advantage. Still side by side, You're in Command, sponsored by the U.S. Coast Guard with their boating safety programs, and Team Extreme. Very calm conditions for these two big V-bottoms, but it really lets them stretch their legs and motor right here. Like the other classes, these guys are probably doing their best to stay within their speed brackets. Team Extreme and You're in Command, motoring along in these flat, calm conditions. After some of the rough races these guys have had this year, they probably enjoy the calm waters every once in a while. That is some side-by-side action right there, battling it out. Classic 35-foot cigarette against the new school 39-foot Dragon. You're in Command taking the slight advantage right now over Team Extreme. Jim Anselmo and Gino Marone in You're in Command. Weekend. Great, exciting, safe racing, most importantly, all weekend long. Everyone had a great time in Chattanooga, Tennessee. A beautiful place to go powerboat racing. Special thanks to Scenic Helicopters from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Dan Haynes, our pilot, did a great job. Helped us capture this great racing action in the beautiful Chattanooga, Tennessee hills. Special thanks to all the sponsors of the 2007 Chattanooga U.S. Championships and Speedruns. Waterfront Lanier Harbor, Coca-Cola, B&B Crane, the City of Chattanooga, Hamilton County, Easy Seafood, Hamilton County Emergency Services, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, Yates Towing and Wrecker Service, Apparel Embroidery, Rock 105, Romano's Macaroni Grill, Irwin Marine Sales, Hepico, Ringgold Power Sport, Safrai Coffee, TRC Yacht Sales, RPM, the TVA, Whitfield Oil, Classic County, and the Hamilton County Sheriffs, as well as Mustang Survival, Subway, and Buddy Gregg's RV. The Turbine winner this weekend was Miss Geico Offshore Racing. Mark Granite and Scotty Begovich notch another win for that team. The Extreme Class winner was D&M Motorsports. Slug Hafner and Dennis Hillhouse bring home the checkered flag. In the Superboat Cat Class, 750, Wicked Performance Marine brings home the checkered flag for Jay Muller and Billy Moff. Reliable Carriers finishes in second. Steve Curtis on the throttles, Tom Abrams behind the wheel, and JD Byrider was third. Super Cat Light, the U.S. champions, Team Amsoil of Bob Teague and Paul Whittier. Amsoil AMF Offshore Racing, another victory for those guys. Class 1 on the chip racing, your U.S. champions for 2007. Team Traffic Light finished in second place. Class 2, What's Up Racing finishes up in first. Team Strictly Business, your U.S. champions and national champions for 2007. Team Wahoo comes home third. In Class 3, Hometown Mortgage brings home the checkered flag. Bildrat finishes up in second as You're in Command finished third. Class 4 Extreme Motion with Britt and Art Lilly aboard finishes in first place. Simmons Offshore Racing finished up in second. Simply Awesome, Jay Muller and Bruce Suroff were third. Class 5, Bildrat was your winner. Bildrat Team Kansas. Outrageous finished in second. Pump It finishes up third. Papa Dukes was the winner in the hotly contested Class 6 ahead of Rocket Marine. Team Smith Brothers Undertow was in third. It was a great weekend for everybody here in Chattanooga at the 2007 U.S. Championship. Special thanks to the Stars Powerboat Rescue Team for putting this together. Freeze Frame Video, as always, is very proud to be part of the racing action here, as well as at all the races in 2007. We look forward to seeing everyone at the championship races in Destin as well as Key West, where we will provide excellent coverage for all you, the racing fans and teams. See you soon.